Through a difficult time. A lot of people make their kids their motivation. But when we want to level up or do something, I want us as moms to do it for ourselves. Thank you for joining and welcome to my channel. So I want to jump right in. How I saved $12,000 for an unpaid maternity leave while being a single mom with a part-time job. And I just want to let you know, it's not like my life was all peaches and cream and I had like a ton of support. I was going through a lot at the time. When I got pregnant, my mother was in hospice. So I spent the last couple of months of my pregnancy driving back and forth to hospice, spending the night with her so she'd be with someone, and working from the hospital room so I could spend time with her. I didn't have a child's father who could like completely financially support me or anything. So it wasn't like everything was peachy and cream. So I just wanted to let you know that if I did it under crazy circumstances, whatever your crazy circumstances are, you can do it too. So my goal was $20,000, but so I could have a 3-month maternity leave. You know, when you go back to work, it takes you about a month to get your paycheck. But my baby was born 6 months early, so she cut into that plan. But, you know, she wanted to be her earthside early, I guess. So I divided what I did into 3 different categories: tracking my money, saving my money, and bringing more money in. And these might be obvious, but I'll share with you what I did. And I had a bonus to make sure I had fun doing it. So I made sure I was tracking my income and expenses. You can do this with a regular spreadsheet. I wouldn't suggest it because you're pregnant and it takes a lot of time. I would use something like Mint or Personal Capital. It's really just important to automatically track your savings and what you're spending and put all your accounts in a management software like that so you can go back and see where your money is going, where it went across all accounts. It makes it really easy. I also set up my bills on auto repayment. Should have had them on auto repayment before, but especially like I said, you're pregnant, emergency time, you don't want to be worrying about manually paying bills. Okay, so the next thing I did was survey my expenses, right? And I'm looking at my notes. I was making well above what my expenses were when I got pregnant, but about 4 months before I gave birth, I was put to part-time. And I didn't have a lot of money then because, again, I was dealing with my mom. And then even near the end of my pregnancy, I had to deal with her funeral and planning her funeral and doing that. So it was a lot going on while I was pregnant. So I got put to part-time by my job. And I did not make enough money to cover all my expenses. But I tracked what I was spending money on, sat down like an hour or two, what I was spending money on, and I calculated how much I needed each month of maternity leave. So I estimated that I thought I needed about $5,000 a month during my maternity leave to pay all my bills, buy stuff for the baby, things like that. You may not need that much, and that's fine. Or you might need more. Just write down what you need so you have a goal to shoot for. It's really important to write things down. So I looked at my bank account statements and saw what reoccurring expenses I had and memberships I wasn't using. This alone saved me $300. I canceled gym memberships I wasn't using, canceled meal prep plans that I wasn't eating all the meals. I canceled subscriptions like Netflix and Hulu, Disney Plus, like stuff I wasn't really watching or using. I got rid of it. Look to see if you have any app subscriptions. I think I was subscribed to Codecademy. I wanted to be diligent on studying Codecademy, but I wasn't. So I got rid of that membership. Like I said, this saved me $300 a month. Every month at the beginning of the month, I reevaluate my expenses and see where I could cut. The next thing I did was to save money. And even though the last tip was kind of saving money anyway too. So I put my credit card in the freezer. I didn't just put my credit card in the freezer. I got a bowl, filled that bowl up halfway with water, put my credit card in the middle, and then filled it up with water again. Wait, I froze the bottom. Yeah, froze that, put it on top of the ice, then put water on it and froze that. So it was like frozen. My credit card was frozen in the middle. Like if I needed to get to it, I really needed to try hard. It was really emergency. And then I removed my credit card from Amazon or any other shopping account or shopping site. I realized that I was mindlessly spending money using my credit card. I would just pull it out places. Oh, debit card, credit card, whatever, put this. And it added to a couple $100s a month of extra money I was spending. So I put that on ice, saved so much money. I recently put my credit card back on ice because I'm like, Maisha, get your life. So put my credit cards on ice. I only spend money that I actually have. Don't do payment plans except for my car, which I'm trying to get out of that. So put that on ice. Let me see. Oh, I called all of my utilities to see if I could pay you a lower rate. So my phone bill, my cable bill, I negotiated with them, knocked $100 off the price. Anything that you think you can negotiate, go ahead and do it. So remember, I already saved $300, probably saved $400 a month from the credit card. No, let's say 300, that's 600, and then $100. So that's $700 I'm saving right there without making any more money, right? So $700 a month I was saving there, and I was putting that into my savings. I evaluated my food expenses. Food is one of our biggest expenses, right? We're spending so much money on food, and I know people who can save thousands or hundreds of dollars a month just by reevaluating your food expenses. So looked into that. I saw what I was eating out the most, and I made it at home. I was pregnant. You have pregnancy cravings. I was eating pizza and chicken wing combinations with ranch. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat that. It's not healthy. But I was waking up in the middle of the night and driving. I lived in a college town. Stuff would be open stupid late and buy this stuff. So I'm like, just have it at home so you can eat it if you're going to eat it, right? Save, probably a couple hundred or at least $100 a month doing that. Evaluated and started using my meal kit. I was only eating half of the meals in the meal kit, so I cut it. I looked online for recipes, and I was super meticulous about my shopping. Like I said, reevaluating my food budget saved so much money. I didn't buy more food than I needed. And I was meticulous about the meals and my meal prep to make sure that I could save meals. If you don't like to meal prep, near the end of my pregnancy, I didn't feel like it. I could not move. I bought large sums of food from places like the Olive Garden or Qdoba, and I froze half of it and would just eat a little bit as I go. And it was so much cheaper than buying like an individual meal from Olive Garden. I think I got like 12 servings of food for like $70. So probably even more because I didn't eat probably like 20 servings. Yeah, 20 servings of food for like $80. And they delivered it to you. So really good deal. Something you can even check out. Now, not super healthy. There are probably healthier options, but you can do Chipotle or whatever. But I wasn't making food because I was too big and couldn't move. So the next thing I did was utilize reward programs, and I'm still in savings. And I can make a detailed video about this, but I use something called Dosh, and I'll have an affiliate link below. And Rodican, which was formerly Ebates. Now these are pretty cool because Dosh, I like Dosh the most. You put your credit cards in there, and the places that give you cash back, you automatically get cash back in your account. I, one time from Dosh, made enough in my Dosh account to pay my rent, right? And I can make a video about that later. Rodican or Ebates, I can't pronounce it, but Ebates, a little bit more difficult. You have to go to the site and shop online through those retailers. But like places like Nike, you can get a good percentage off at Nike, good percentage cash back. Target, I think. There are different places on there. So that I don't use that as much because I don't think about it, but that really works. And then you can have Chrome extensions called Honey and Wikibuy. So anyway, when you're checking out, Honey and Wikibuy automatically try coupon codes that they can find for that website. And I've saved so much money doing that. I've gotten $25 off like a $100 item. things like that. Things that are already going to buy, things I needed for the baby or things I needed for myself. Honey will automatically do those coupons. Nothing you need to do. It's automatic. Put it in your Chrome extension and I'll put that below, and saves you a lot of money. Target and Cartwheel app. If you shop at Target anyway, and when you become a mom, Target is your best friend. People are like, Walmart is cheaper. Like customer experience, things they have for kids, being able to drive up and they put stuff in your car. So you got your screaming baby in the back. You don't have to get out. And right now it's a pandemic. I'm not trying to get out my car and bring my baby into the store. So Walmart, make sure you have the app and make sure you're using the coupons in the app. Save you a lot of money. You can they'll give you cashback deals or gift card deals. You can use those on top of coupons. It's so much fun. And I just love Target. It's just so pretty and amazing. Nonetheless, making more money. And this is very important too. Like I said, with all of these things, I probably was saving $800 a month from analyzing this thing. So it's important first to have control of your finances, understand your financial situation, see what you can cut. But the most important part is to make more money. But you need to do those things first to make sure that you keep the money you make. I know so many people who are good at making money and not good at keeping it. So you need to make sure you do those things first before you look into making more money. 2 things I did to make more money. I rented out my extra room. I worked from home. I had an office, but I rented out. I lived in a college town. I put an ad in the paper, not an ad in the paper, like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. And I had grad students looking to rent out my place. And I said, hey, I'm pregnant. I'm going to birth December, so you can stay here for half a semester. And so like, unless you want to stay after I give birth and be around a newborn, that's fine. So I had people who came through, but it ended up where my child's father, his lease was up and he just moved in with me, and that cut my rent in half. And like I said, he was a grad student and he was like a grad student assistant. So it's not like he had a lot of money to contribute to my financial situation, but at least he could take the rent he was paying at where he was living and pay it to me. So that saved me some money. And he ended up moving out 3 months after she was born, about 3 months after she was born. But him being there for about 6 months did help me financially, definitely. So the next thing I did was I told all my friends that I needed to make more money. Do not be ashamed. You are having a baby and you might need some help. So don't be afraid to ask for help. I built websites and I tutored. So I told everybody like, hey, I need to save some money. I need to do this. So my friends sent me website clients. My friends sent me tutoring clients. And that was where I made thousands of dollars to add to my account, right? So $1,500 per website, depending on the package for my tutoring client. So that's where I was really able to add money to my account. So in addition to those savings and then making more money by letting people know, using what skills I already had and letting people know that I needed to make more money, I was able to stack away $12,000. Like I said, it would have been even more, but my baby was born 6 weeks early. Preemie baby. She's doing great. I'll have her in another film. Maybe I'll do an end card and include her. But I hope that helped. Even if you're not having a baby, if you're having some deadline and you have an extreme emergency and you need to get money for something quickly, because when you're pregnant, you have a short window. You really don't know you're pregnant to 2 or 3 months sometimes, right? And then 2 months were taken off. So I only had a couple months, 4 months to come up with all this money. So just know that when your back is against the wall, when you're facing crazy circumstances, that you can do it. And I know a lot of times, we see these videos like this and you're like, man, but they got a rich husband or they got rich parents. None of that. None of that. That was not that was not my story for this. So completely me, the help of referrals and friends, and motivation to do it. So you can too. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them below. I will answer. If you want me to make any videos or go into detail about anything else that I shared, please let me know. I'll be going into more detail about the cash saving apps and also how to make money freelancing. I can go into detail about that. So thank you, and I will speak with you soon. This is my munchkin. Definitely one of my whys and one of my big motivations. And I just wanted to say to the independent moms or moms who are going through a difficult time, a lot of people make their kids their motivation. And there's nothing wrong with your kid being your motivation. Like, we want the best for our kids and it will cause us to level up. But when we want to level up or do something, I want us as moms to do it for ourselves, right? We don't want to feel any type of way when at 20 years they're off of college and we haven't lived the life that we wanted to live because we were pouring everything into them. When you can pour into yourself and have a full cup first, that is the best thing you can do for your child. Work on your health, work on your wealth, work on your mental sanity, and work on it for you. This is my munchkin, Michelle. She's really excited about the camera. And I don't know, she wants to be a little movie star, I guess. But say bye, say bye-bye. And thank you for joining us. Say bye-bye.